Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to discuss about an important, interesting on measures on DAX. As we know, DAX is data analytics expression. So, especially this DAX which is extensively used in Power BI, as well as most of them are very familiarized on DAX. It's similar like how the pivot table in Excel, how the function which is used in Excel. It's mimicked that, I would say. And according to Microsoft Power BI, the DAX is a little bit different. Not all the functions which is used in Excel is similar as like in Power BI. But although we can see a few comparatively and similarity, the way the function which we can mimic in Power BI, at least 60 to 70% of Excel functions, which is similar like as Power BI DAX. And also we can have also relate SQL functions with DAX. We can relate them. Anybody who is new to DAX, they can start make use of coordinating or comparative, making comparative how the SQL functions with DAX actually. Probably the where conditions are here the filter. And in normal thing, how what we are doing is we are using a select column name from table name where condition. Here in DAX, what we are using is we are using we are first identifying the table name, and inside the table name we used to mention the column name, and followed by comma and followed by the where conditions, the column name equal to something called let's say equal to Delhi, equal to Chennai, like that. And if you want to multiple filter conditions or where condition, you can followed by the filter conditions, you can use multiple. But on top of that, the calculator you need to insert in the calculate function here actually. So we can understand that most probably how it is useful. We have a filter context as well, will measure as well. We can use the column which is available, the existing column which is available in the table, or else we can create a new measure object which can summarize as a whole, and we can display the results actually. And not only we are stick with this column, we can use a table as well as a whole for our calculations and the measures, and also we can use the row level security as well. Actually, what we need to understand is the row context and the filter context are the two main categories in DAX. Actually, in row context, we use a calculated column, and this calculated column is nothing but there is already a column which is available over there, and we can make use of this column. We can create a new or derive a new column, and which will progress in a row by row in a iterative way, and the RLS and iteration functions also there. And the filter contexts are nothing but whatever the your user actions on a particular visualization, those are called as filter context here. And we can extensively use a calculate function. Inside a calculate function, we can use the sum we are using on the aggregate functions, as well as we are using the filter, whatever the filter that you want, you make use of it actually. Let's say this filter context, you can see the column which represented a C1 to C9. So that must be in your model actually. The model consists your table, and the table which related to each other, and what based on your selections your aggregation will do based on your how you code your tax measure. That is very important here actually. So you need to understand the performance of your tax query, how much time it will truth. You always need to understand it. Once you go with DAX query, you can understand, and based on your the performance of your DAX, you need to tweak that. You need to follow your best practices to tweak more, optimize your query. That is very important actually. And this particular in normal, right? When you join a table in SQL, what you will do is you will join two table, whatever you are right or left or inner or outer join. The similar the way that we can do that. The one interesting thing here is we can based on your selection of your the column name, and if you mention a bidirectional between the tables, yes, it will go with a bidirectional. As a data model, you need to understand. In some cases, we may use the bidirectional data model. As a data model, you need to understand always need to understand is it better to go with a bidirectional, and also you need to think about the optimize the query performance, everything that you need to consider here. The customer key is a common column between the table, customer, and the sales actually. That makes the calculate table here actually. And also, as I said, the filter function is always inside. You need to apply it inside a calculate functions, and you need to understand it how it performs always. Here, this particular thing, right? We are using calculate function, and we are using summax, and we are applying a filter on the sales amount, and that is on the sales amount which is available in the fact table, and we are adding one more filter on the date, and here we are using from the data we equal to 2011 actually. You can see a simple tax summax function how it travels. You need to always understand it. So the predominant is always you need to go with the calculate, and inside you can apply your filter and your measures filters and everything actually. And this is the order of your operations and how it goes, and how your filter work with the contact that you need to understand it. It is pretty good straightforward. You can if you go with this thing, and you can use when you supposed to use calculate and calculate table. See, the calculate table will go with the aggregate level at the higher level, and the calculate will go with based on your filter or your formulas that will go with the iterative, and the measures which always you need to mention your expression, and the calculate expression you can do that, and always you need to understand the table name which is followed by the column name, and the filter you need to apply it after inside followed by the column name. The common tax patterns that may be result unexpected results if you are not quick, if you do not follow the best practices of the tax, what they have mentioned, you may surprise to get unexpected result as well. So as a Power BI developer, you need to understand the right the format or the right way to utilize your DAX functionality in a wise way, so that your performance of a report and the performance of a dashboard and the rendering of the results must be quick. Otherwise, you need to wait for a long time. And user, especially if they're accessing the dashboard, they don't want more than 5 seconds. That is a thumb rule for the thing. So it is always recommended not go beyond that more than 3 minutes. That's other recommendation as well. This is with the DAX. Always try to use variable because if you use the variable, you can use the formula in multiple tabs, multiple tabs and multiple formula. You can invoke it. No need to write the code again and again. Time intelligence is similar to that what we have in, and you can see the scenario right way, wrong way. But in the wrong way, you can see that data today minus 7 minus day, comma day, which is similar to the pattern that we have used in Excel. Right? You can't use the same thing. Instead, you can use the DAX segmented today minus 7. It's very simple actually. Only thing is we need to understand it. That's it. And you need to have the same period last year, and a lot of functions which you can use it. And you need to use the discrete and continuous how we are using that. You need to understand it. And there is hidden date tables which is already there. It's very easy to create a table even if you don't have a table date table in your thing. It's pretty good easy in Power BI with the DAX function. And common data function, sometimes it produces a slow result. Always try to understand the performance and gauge it, and based on that you need to tweak your things and everything. And it is always use the divide function. Don't use uh, the divide operator because it will throw a surprising result, something unexpected result. Use this divide function here. That's recommended actually. So it is always better. You need to, based on your practice, you need to work on it and fine tune your queries. I hope this master tax will help you a lot on the tax usages. I thought it might be useful. I'm sharing this link as well for your reference. You can download it. Thank you so much.